Let's go!
All right, so look, I don't want to see anybody hanging their head, man. This league is crazy.
Kansas City Chiefs fans, we got to talk about legendary, all-time great Kansas City tight end, Noah Gray. And look at all these Kansas City Chiefs fans, fair weathers all the way in Carolina. Are you kidding me? They got to go home tonight and cheer for the Lakers. I love a good bandwagon crowd. So, man, Andy Reid draws up something. It's honestly pretty simple. Vertical here, and you're looking for the deep over. Now, the thing about this is you normally are running this with a wide receiver, and a wide receiver, and normally you're thinking it's probably Travis Kelce running the deep over, but out of 12 personnel, it's actually the tight end, Noah Gray, okay? So vertical, Noah Gray just kind of hides behind this backer. Mahomes steps up into the pocket, and it's there, okay? Wide the frick open, and it was so open Mahomes could dance around, sell some insurance, and then actually throw this football for a walk-in tutty. Remember, we talk about this play every time. We break down Kansas City Chiefs footage, play action fake. You act like you're blocking, and then you just turn, okay? It still hasn't been stopped. They ran it with Gray versus Buffalo. And honestly, Creed Humphrey gets a good block here at the second level. That's a good job by Kelce reading where that block was actually going. And, Killer Trav is going to pick up these yards, baby. And the players are going to play. Honestly, I've done a few other film studies where Carolina was a defense. I did it with the Falcons, did it with, obviously, the Saints. And one thing that Carolina really struggled with are these bunches, right? They've always had issues when you have a trips bunch, which the Chiefs do right here. They really have struggles sorting it out. And this is kind of like the Noah Gray. So you're running a vertical here with Xavier Worthy, deep over from Travis Kelce into the space deoccupied from Worthy. And with Mahomes having all day to throw, good protection. Kelce, who doesn't run that 4.5 40 anymore, probably closer to a 5.5 40. Takes him a little while to get over there, but he's wide open and you hit it. Words cannot express how impressive this Chiefs running game has been. And one big benefit is these defenses fear when the Chiefs are in 13 personnel that they are getting vertical, right? Look at how light of a box this is. Now, there's a lot of guys here, but you have two ends in 2-point stances, and the DT's a yard off the football, right? So you want to run on it, even though there is a decent amount of numbers in there, and these safeties are just really far back. Clowney decides to rush to the outside. They'll let you do that, and look at how much space that opens up. Then you get really good blocks right up the middle here. Look at this movement from the right side of this line, and as been the case all season, this Chiefs rushing attack, they don't have anyone that can go 60-70. All right, quarterback mastery from Patrick Mahomes and really good scouting again from Andy Reid. Now, a lot of teams have struggles, once again, with the trips bunch, but Carolina really has struggled with it, right? Atlanta in this exact end zone torched them on it, all right? And the hard thing about, and honestly the craziest thing, is this is not a fast trips bunch, right? These are two tight ends and, a mediocre receiver, if you will. And you'll see that they actually sorted out not too badly, but it's just so hard to get leverage in this situation. The blitz is picked up really well, and look at when Mahomes is actually deciding to throw this football. Once again, it's a little bit easier when it is just straight man-to-man on this side. Look, when Noah Gray's back is turned, and Mahomes on purpose lofts this ball, right? Because Gray's a tight end. He's not fast, so he lofts it to give Gray that much more time to make that catch.
Pat gave me the answer to the test there. He told me what coverage it was pre-snap, and that's just the blessing you have of playing with a quarterback like that.
All righty. Let's have a conversation about Xavier Worthy. I understand that I have defended him to the high heavens here, okay? And look, Mahomes on the rollout finds Xavier Worthy as he comes back to the quarterback. So you do love to see things like this, but man, there was some misconnects. We'll leave it at that. So Chiefs pick up a good 4th and 1, and sometimes Andy Reid doesn't have things schemed up wide open, and this time Mahomes is the one that makes this happen, and nothing is open. So he works back to the left. He doesn't like it. Panthers still playing really good defense, and what does DeAndre Hopkins do? Sticks his hand up in the air, says, hey, I'm open, and man, it's a really good throw from Mahomes. It honestly is really good. You see him just kind of, that thing in there. Love it. And look, this is why I'm still a believer in Xavier Worthy, okay? Look at him running just typical out, and look at the anticipation Mahomes is throwing with, man. This is just so special, all right? Especially knowing that their connection has been so inconsistent. Man, that is just ridiculous, and he leads him absolutely perfectly to the sideline. Y'all, I mean, it's such elite quarterback play. All right, now let's get to the 2-minute drive. And, I mean, come on. We knew what was going to happen. Obviously, Andy Reid, like he normally does to start one of these drives, teams like to get very conservative. All he does, every single clutch drive, last week versus the Bills to potentially get it going in the Super Bowl, he puts a stack and puts either it's Gray or Kelce behind the stack, and this receiver's his only job is to create traffic on a vertical, and all you're doing is just throwing behind it, okay, just to get the drive going, all right? Good, simple 5 to 7 yard gain, and it's just good stuff from Kelce. And then, obviously, we get to hear, I mean, look at this guy. I mean, just look at this guy. We are so blessed that we're able to witness this. Patrick Mahomes. Now, while this play is happening in the background and you're witnessing true greatness, well, obviously they're running mesh right here. And the funny thing about it is they actually defend this just so well across the way, okay? This would have been eaten alive. This would have been complete. The hook is normally the answer versus zone on mesh. Everything's just defended. And Mahomes is like, F that. I'm going to do my daggum thing, and it's the scramble stuff. I've just been picking up that the scramble game for Mahomes, it's always been there, but goodness, it has been so effective for the Chiefs this season, and it kind of goes along with this team being a little bit more run-based, even though the running back situation isn't like the absolute most special with no Pacheco, but goodness gracious, Mahomes, I know it felt good to get a 30-point game. These have been tough to come by. And look, there is still very real concerns with this wide receiver room as we move closer to the playoffs. But, man, a good bounce-back win for Kansas City after the loss last week. And honestly, as a little bit of a side note, Bryce Young balled out today. So, very interesting stuff. Kansas City gets the win. Let me know what you guys think about this Kansas City offense as a whole. And give me your honest thoughts. Is Noah freaking Gray an elite tight end? Please let me know. Oh, man. Love this play design right here. Good little easy completion. And it keeps that clock moving. And Kareem Hunt makes that guy miss. I mean, that is just really, really, really good stuff. So let me know what you guys think. And, of course, Mahomes game-winning drive. It's money. It is Power Hour NFL. Boom. Obviously, not breaking down every throw. No all 22 yet. Tonight, we are doing stakes. Let's go.